Hello, welcome back to Blender Sushi Live Noding. In this episode, I'm going to share with you a simple procedure. Basically, the idea is to be able to kind of streamline the process from drawing a grease pencil stroke and then turning it into armature bones. That's kind of like a chain, like a tail, for example. And then also on top of that, using another grease pencil to quickly draw the strokes to control the bones, which is kind of interesting. I've never done this before. This is not. This is like a little bit of rigging, a little bit of like a procedural kind of thinking. So let's get started. I'll switch to the top view. I'm gonna draw grease pencil stroke from 0, 0, 0. You know, just draw it in the x-axis, just like that. So it's not like totally straight line, but that's okay. We're gonna fix it in Sverchok. So the next thing I will do is to just use selector, object ID selector, and we're gonna grab the grease pencil line and we're gonna quickly straighten the line and then kind of sampling it, resampling it into bones basically. So we're gonna pick a frame. I'm gonna save this real quick. So this is SV bone, GP bone, spline, and let's use viewer draw. You know that that's the point. If we want to turn it into a straight lines, we simply use vector interpolation, and then here we use float range. Make sure the count is between 0 and 1 and make it just 2, because two points, just the first and the last, equal basically a straight line. Okay, and then if you use another vector interpolation, here we can resample it. So in this case, it's going to be totally straight. Well, almost totally straight, because the first one and the last one needs to be in the same y-axis, perhaps. It's okay for now. At least this is a straight lines, and it's going to be the bones. Let's make it a count of 10. 10 is going to be, I think, 10 or 9 bones. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I'm gonna do a quick baking. Create the edge data. Okay, we have this guy. So this is actually generate bone. And here I will do a baking. The reason being is that even though I can use skin mesher and turning this into skin modifier, and then I can use armature, it is much better to just bake this guy. Now it's already baked. Okay, so this is all just like a normal polygon edge. We can now manually apply skin modifier. You can see we have this mesh being generated across the bone, and then on top of that we're gonna create armature, and now we are ready to go. We are ready to control the armature basically. So we have if we go to the pose mode here and then play around with the armature, it is already kind of skin. Okay, now go to the second procedure. In this case, we're gonna draw another grease pencil on top of this. And the first one is actually gone. It's a good idea to actually draw another layer, I believe. Okay, this is to animate spline. This is a GP spline. What we're gonna create is a curve that's gonna drive our bones, basically a spline IK. But since we are doing it like all at the same, all in one procedural step, so it's becoming a little bit more interesting. So anyway, I'll quickly draw strokes. So S stroke, maybe draw another one, and I can even kind of draw it randomly like that. You will see something's gonna happen real quick. So I'm gonna use this, and I'm gonna use another selector, object ID selector, and get a grease pencil data, GP spline. just the active frame, and then we're gonna use stethoscope, actually viewer draw, quickly check. Okay, seems to be working. Quick resampling using vector interpolation, range, float, the usual curve thing. I think we can resample it higher in this case, and it's gonna update accordingly, I believe. Okay, this guy should become a curve, so I'm gonna use polyline viewer. Just plug it in and wait a few seconds. Hopefully it doesn't crash. My computer's slowing down. Okay, now I can kind of create the curve. Okay, seems to be working. And this curve is gonna be our driver for the bones. And all we need to do is to create post bone IK. So I'll go to select the bone, go to post mode, and I'm gonna assign IK into the last bone. Spline IK, give it the curve, and then increase the chain length. Hopefully this works. My computer is slowing down, but that seems to be working now. And the next thing we do is just to test it. So now you can see it is working. And our spline is now driving the bone. So if I draw something like real quick, just make a stroke over here and then update it, our bone should follow the stroke. And you can now animate this guy. Let me check real quick. Maybe my first setup here kind of, I'll save again real quick. And not sure what's going on, but my computer is getting very slow. I'll try again. Draw a stroke and then update it. Okay, now it's back to normal speed. I'll try to animate something real quick. So imagine you are animating like a snake. And it's almost like you don't need to do rigging. This is actually already kind of working. This worked really well actually for a single stroke. So you don't need to do anything else. This is like the snake's already following it. There is no interpolation whatsoever because it's basically, it's gonna update almost like if you're drawing frame by frame. Unless the grease pencil actually does the interpolation itself, we can actually have some kind of interpolations. Although you can actually do interpolation inside Sverchok if you like. So that will need additional setup, but this is, I guess, pretty much what I want to show you. Yeah, just let me know what you think in the comment section below. Maybe you have anything to add to this. Yeah, thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.